Do you like YouTube Shorts? I mean, do you really enjoy them? Because the popular sentiment these days, especially among creators, is that they're bad.
YouTube Shorts are gonna kill YouTube.
They're promoting the worst content I've ever seen, dude.
YouTube Shorts is a system designed by the devil himself.
Yo, Prophet, look at this kid, bro. Look at this kid.
I don't really watch YouTube Shorts, at least I didn't before making this video, so I don't really have an opinion. And I think that's a big problem because I'm making them literally every day. And I should probably be informed about the things I'm creating, right? And so I had this idea where I was gonna watch 1,000 YouTube Shorts to educate myself and see what happened. But then, some little YouTuber named Ludwig made a video with basically the same concept.
All we are doing on stream today is watching 500 YouTube Shorts, okay?
I will say he only watched 500 Shorts, but that's beside the point. His video ended up being a pretty cynical take on Shorts. I won't spoil the ending for you because it's good and you should go watch it after this one. But the whole premise is that he thinks that
YouTube Shorts are pretty dog. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
But is that really true though? Are Shorts really that bad? That's what I wanted to find out for myself. So I decided to watch 1,000 YouTube Shorts to find out if they're really as bad as people say they are. This is actual garbage. Oh my God! Wait, this is incredible. What? Oh my God, also awful. This is literally, you will do anything for content. Ugh! I can't watch more of those. What the f? This is not real. I'm already regretting doing this. Quit is the scum of the earth. To begin my journey, I spent many days mentally preparing myself and unfortunately ended up selecting the most beautiful Saturday of 2024 so far as the day to start recording. In order to get the most authentic Shorts experience, I loaded up an account with 0 watch history so that we could see what a new user would see when they entered the feed for the first time. This account has no watch history, fresh. We're gonna start from the very beginning. What I'm gonna do as I watch them is I'm going to track which ones I think are really, really good and which ones I think are really bad. And at the end, we're gonna tally up what the percentage of good ones is and what the percentage of bad ones is. And we're gonna use that percentage to find out how good Shorts actually are. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'm gonna start.
Dude, I hate TikTok rap. I don't know what to say. Okay, rap faster. This is so unbelievably staged. You know, I don't hate it, but whatever. Quinn, if you don't like TikTok rap, then why didn't you just skip that last video? And that's a great question, hypothetical person. We didn't skip because the main rule for this challenge is that I have to watch every single short that I'm presented with, and I can't skip any videos. I created this rule because I want to make sure that I see exactly what the algorithm wants to show me. My theory is that by not skipping or swiping away, the algorithm should show us what it thinks is the most compelling content out there, meaning that we should see the best shorts that YouTube has to offer. Right? This is just a scene from a TV show with a little anime guy at the bottom. Okay, I think anything that is not original content is bad. That's what we'll classify it as bad. So that's one bad.
Excuse me, can anyone rap?
Nobody can sing really fast.
What's the deal? What's the deal with the random people rapping? What's so compelling about this that people love? Stupid staged music content. This is so dumb. Oh, me? Oh, I am a musical artist, actually. I'm already regretting doing this. At this point, I was just a few shorts in, and I was starting to realize just how long this whole thing was gonna take. As we were working our way through the feed, we started to identify some clear formats that a lot of bad videos fell into.
Little Johnny is taking a shower with his mother.
Oh, I love this AI voice, whatever this is. Stolen background cooking content and probably
so she tells
Reddit
Johnny to ask his
story.
dad tomorrow morning at breakfast. Well, Johnny, those are balloons. When
What
your
is
mommy
this?
dies, we
It's
can
about
blow them up, and
the
she
kid
will
asking
float
about
to
his
heaven.
mom's.
Johnny thinks
This
that's
is
cool.
so
A few
weird.
weeks
But it wasn't all bad. We did come across some pretty cool videos that I actually liked.
Hey, pretty girl.
I like that. I like that. Dog looks so worried. All right, Saint Michael? Saint Michael? I like this. This is authentic feeling. So this does go to show you that you can actually get exposure to completely random people. Like, I have shown no interest in this guy up to this point, and I just got served this freestyle. Maybe I become a fan of him. That is an upside to shorts, I will say. The exposure is pretty high if you have something that people are actually interested in. I don't want to give the impression that it was mostly good, though. It definitely was not.
The nurse asked a patient to remove his clothing.
AI voice over satisfying videos that are all stolen. Bad.
Send this to someone that you want to punch in the face. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I'll hit you with a metal bar.
Oh my
Push
God,
you off
also
a plane
awful.
So high.
What is this? What is this? I just don't get it. What is it supposed to be? The low view ones are definitely the best. For someone who is just making these videos, you know, as some of their first content online, that was pretty well edited. I'll give them a good short for that. The great videos and the garbage came and went in waves, but eventually we did find some good creators like Man Like Isaac, who is actually really funny.
Everyone's name who spelled the same backwards is gonna die right now. You, what's your name? Bob. What's your name?
Well, my name is...
Who's laughing now, eh? Who's kidding people now, eh? How dare you? How dare you?
What? We also found Nicole Conan, who does general cool outdoorsy stuff.
Let's fix it up.
All right, I'm already a fan of this. Something about fixing content just tickles a part of my brain that just wishes that I was productive like this. But the good content was fleeting, and we quickly found ourselves back on the worst side of the algorithm.
I'm 2 days into college and I'm 3 lectures behind.
We're in hot people lip syncing territory now. Lip sync content, I just don't understand. I just have never understood why that is so compelling to people. I hate it. I think it's so lame.
Talk about milk from a cow, and it explains exactly why she was walking like this. I absolutely love cows' feet like this, trimming away the excess hoof horn, allowing these bubbles to form. Although that doesn't happen on every foot, I would say.
Can't argue with that. Oh, stolen Mr. Bean clip. That's a bad short. Now this is content. This is actual garbage.
My next door neighbor had a parrot.
Here we are again.
Cage, taunting
bad
my dog
short, stupid Reddit story,
my dog comes
over satisfying footage.
In his mouth.
Dude, I just realized that cowboys
an American Indian and Russian
2 in a row.
The
Actually,
devil met them and said, I give
murder
everyone
me.
Who gets here a chance
Quickest
to
giggles
go to paradise.
is
Whoever
the
can
scum of the
withstand
earth.
3 blows, never sleep with your phone in your pocket.
3 in a row.
Life-saving for me
I
once.
can't get into this. I
Never
can't
eat
get.
snow for
I have to
hydration
skip
unless
this.
you
I have to skip. I can't watch more of those. I need a palate cleanser with Louis Gantus. Thank you, Louis. I don't care what you're making, but it sounds delicious.
A nuclear bomb has detonated. You are located just outside the blast radius. You've only got 15 minutes before fallout reaches you. It's okay, just follow the 6 S's of nuclear fallout survival.
What's up with all the survival content out there? Like, nobody has any of these problems ever. Like, this is the same thing that appeals to the brains of doomsday preppers, I guess.
After a few hours, remove the duct tape, otherwise you could suffocate due to lack of ventilation.
4. Get 72 hours worth of these supplies.
5. Choose the right space.
Where are you supposed to get the supplies? The bomb already went off and it's been 15 minutes.
Scientists have used fluid drawn during pregnancy to grow mini lungs and other organs. I just wish they had that science before I was born, because I've definitely got some organs I'd like to make mini. My labia. Scientists have used fluid drawn during...
What? That might be the best short I've ever seen in my entire life. It's only got 6 likes and 1 comment. I need more of that. Eventually, I found myself 4.5 hours into this process, and I needed to wrap up for the day. And we didn't even get halfway through all the shorts that we needed to watch. In 4.5 hours. All right, so that was an unreal amount of time, and I'm only just over 1/3 of the way through this challenge. That was the bulk of my Saturday. Definitely starting to think that Ludwig was right about this whole thing, but we'll see what day 2 has in store for us. Whew! This is way more rough than I anticipated it being. It's taking a lot more time than I thought it would too. I'm gonna wrap up because I don't want my brain to melt and come out of my ears like strawberry ice cream, and I'm gonna pick this up again tomorrow. After that first day, I was starting to think that maybe Ludwig was right. Maybe shorts just really are trash. But as we got into day 2, things sort of started to change, and I did start to see some shorts that were actually kind of good. Don't get me wrong, the majority of the content was still garbage, but there were a few types of videos that I genuinely enjoyed. Things like cooking videos, fitness videos, and skit comedy were all 3 pretty good across the board. There were also some of the funniest things I've seen in a long time in this watch session. That's actually good. There's also this channel called Lava Blades, which is just a guy who makes knives out of obsidian using deer antlers and rocks and stuff, which is way more compelling than it has any right being. But the good definitely did not outweigh the bad, and during day 2, I started to see a few brand new categories of absolute dumpster tier garbage that was borderline deserving of a war crime. What the f? Like this channel that just has clips from movies and an AI voice that summarizes the plot in super simple terms. Or maybe this channel that just has one guy explaining stupid shower thoughts over top of satisfying footage in an annoying voice. This, of course, is just a smaller offshoot of the broader genre of stolen Reddit stories over top of stolen footage, which is absolutely running rampant on shorts. Oh yeah, there's also whole channels that just post Fortnite skins from the game doing different poses. And surely these don't get a lot of views. 629 million views on that short? Holy... That's crazy, bro. Compared to the other stuff out there, these are the high effort channels. When you really dig into it, there is some of the lowest quality trash on the internet swimming around in shorts. You've got green screen kids, where they just green screen themselves very tiny on a recording of a stolen video. There's straight up stolen videos. There's stolen movies. There's stolen Mr. Bean clips, stolen memes with laugh tracks, stolen memes over top of cars rolling down hills, and of course, reactors. Not to mention the ridiculous amount of hoof shaving content that I started to see for some ungodly reason. But the craziest thing to come out of day 2, hands down, had to be this short right here. Smallest orange slice ever. This is unreal. Without shorts, we wouldn't have this masterpiece, so I would call it overall a win. After that horrible slog of watching 3 more hours of terrible shorts, I decided to change things up a bit. For day 3, I wasn't just going to let the algorithm feed me whatever garbage it wants to. I decided I'm going to take matters into my own hands, and I'm going to see if I can curate a feed of actually good videos. But before we do that, I have to tally up the percent of videos that were good, the percent that were bad, and the percent that made me feel nothing at all. So in the end, out of 551 videos, we ended up with 137 good ones, which is about 24.9%. We also had 184 absolutely terrible videos, which is just over 33.3%. And finally, we had 230 videos, or 41.7%, that made me feel absolutely nothing at all. That means that 75% of the videos that the algorithm fed me were an absolute waste of time, which is definitely not a great look. But let's see if I can fix it in day 3 and make you feel a little bit better about spending your time scrolling shorts. I began our 3rd day doing this stupid challenge, gleefully skipping all the garbage that I had been forced to watch over the last few days. As day 3 wore on, I did finally start to see some improvements in my feed. But even though I spent a lot of time signaling to the algorithm that I really don't like certain things, we still ended up getting a bunch of notably awful content. My dad reacts to my viral song. God, this is awful. Anyway, we persevered through the low-effort garbage until eventually we found some really great videos made by genuinely awesome creators. Like this guy, Rabbert.
No, why did you break it?
This is their original work?
No, don't throw it. Uh-oh. Whoa, that was just
Wait, this is incredible.
times.
Maybe this content is not specifically made for me, but the amount of love and care that goes into each of these animations is really amazing. There is so much soul in these Rabbit videos, and I love them a lot. There was also The Land of Bogs, which is another great animation channel who does things like this.
Bestie, did you just try to put an Aries heart in a Virgo's body? Those two are not compatible. Idiot.
Funny.
That's absurd.
But it wasn't all just animations. There's also this guy who made this video where he taught his cat to skateboard.
Treat in a position that she had to step onto the board in order to reach it. Day 1 looked like this, and I rewarded her for simply stepping onto the board. On day 2, I started moving the board as she stepped.
And I respect that. This led us into the world of cat shorts, which, as you can expect, also has a ton of diehard creators in it because, you know, cat people really love cats. We also saw some toupee content. This guy literally shaved his head and got a toupee for a short. This is literally, you will do anything for content. Looks great though. Looks so good for a wig. If that's not high effort content, then I don't know what is. I also found out that there's a huge subset of people out there who really love coffee and have really nice cameras, and they all make great videos as you would expect. The day continued to wear on, and eventually we reached our time limit. With day 3 wrapping up, I was starting to feel pretty optimistic. Sure, there was the occasional cancerous Reddit story that leaked into my feed, but it started to feel like we actually got somewhere with all this training of the algorithm. This brings us to our 4th and hopefully final day. 274 shorts to go and 2 simple goals. 1, to prove Ludwig wrong so that this video makes sense. And 2, make it out alive. With our goals in mind, I began furiously swiping, deflecting Reddit stories, casting off AI voices, and that brought us to a pretty good place. Actually, my first new discovery on this day was this really awesome kid, Speed Bump Garage.
I'm Jack, and this is my dad's junkyard. He told me I can have anything that I can get running.
What the
Let's
heck?
start with that Ranchero.
This kid's sick. He has a whole series just restoring this old junkyard car from his dad's yard that we only got to see bits and pieces of during this challenge, but if you're into cars, I would highly recommend you check it out. It's really good. Of course, we also ended up with more Rabbit, which is always amazing. We also found this museum account with this old dude who absolutely rules. We found some more really funny sketches as well.
This is illegal? Yes, because it's gay. Officer 0.5. You're under arrest for saying the forbidden word. Wait, but we are the Officer 1, you're under arrest. Me? What I do?
But occasionally, the algorithm still felt the need to show me something like this.
Top 10 Gooby Woobies. Number 10, we got Goopoo Loopoo. He's hella funny. Then we got Stoopoo Doopoo. What a go.
Which I am obviously not interested in. I'm 28 years old. I don't know what the hell a Gooby Wooby is. Eventually, we were able to navigate through the algorithm to 3 creators that I actually watch and enjoy actively in my free time. First, we have Lindsay Nicole, who makes hilarious and informative animal content. Then we got Royal Pear, who is so funny and makes the most random stuff entertaining somehow. And finally, we have Delicious Side Quest, who does delicious side quests, like this one.
So it's time to go back and correct that first mistake and remove every single seed by hand.
By this time, I wasn't keeping track anymore, but I think I got to a point where probably 70 to 80% of the videos were ones that I actually would want to watch. We kept going through the feed until eventually I came across the sweetest video that I had seen in this entire challenge.
That is the Speed Bump Garage silver play button on the bottom of the Ranchero, and we are going to surprise Jack with it.
Oh.
Whoa! It came in?
That's really cool. This is so wholesome.
At this point, it really started to feel like we had come full circle in this challenge. The absolute joy and genuine excitement that this kid showed about that silver play button in this video really encapsulates what I think is so beautiful about YouTube. Sure, a lot of it is manufactured for the camera, but in my opinion, it's just about the closest that you can get to seeing the actual raw human experience in popular media. That's what YouTube was founded on. It was about being raw and being honest and broadcasting yourself. And I'm glad to see that that piece is around, at least in some form, in these shorts. After that tender moment, we continued to push through our hunger until we reached our final 10 shorts.
We're in the last 10. This is gonna decide whether or not we succeeded in our challenge here of making our algorithm good. It's looking not optimistic though, because this one looks like a React video.
Like normal people fill up ice cube trap.
This does not feel secure. If I go forward, I'm dead. You know what? Let's
That's
just try
fine,
and
skit
drive this
comedy.
thing with...
This customer was complaining that the engine was running a little funny. Well, that's what you get for putting Gatorade in your engine.
Okay, this is just memes.
We're in mechanic
shorts for some reason. I swear I only watched that kid making his car. I watched that car review guy and the kid repairing his car, and now we're just fully in mechanic shorts. Oh, probably so happy. All right, I think I like this video. No, this is bad. I guess it is original content, but I don't know why this is signaled that I like that.
In my 20 minutes remaining, I checked the action pod where it shows what's recording on the tiny camera, so I could see into the dishwasher and stop recording at any time without even opening it.
What a good sponsorship. This is terrible. What is this?
I think there's a common misconception that flat croissants are an easy way for bakeries to repurpose old
food
croissants.
content.
Now, I
delicious.
can't speak for every single proof their fresh croissant dough and then flatten it with baking sheets.
This is a good short. Looks delicious. I'm so hungry. I'm so unbelievably hungry.
Ever wonder what happens if you drive over these spikes?
Oh, I do. I do actually.
Unfortunately, as I was leaving, I pulled
no.
too far out into traffic, and in a panic, I reversed right over the tire spikes. So
I feel like he didn't actually do that on purpose, but cool. Good vid. The 1000th short! We finally made it!
I'm making this super
no!
cheesy Oompaville. I've never had potatoes like this.
Reminds me of the diabolical Pringle. Let's give it a try.
After boiling the potatoes,
okay, at least they're actually cooking. Honestly, I don't think that those last 10 shorts were representative of our experience. Looking back on it, I think I actually learned a lot by doing this. Sure, there's a ton of slop out there in the shorts algorithm. Not denying that. And YouTube definitely should crack down on it, especially all the stolen content. Also, I will say that my attention span may be permanently damaged from this experience. By the end of it, 60-second videos started to feel extremely long, which is a really strange phenomenon. But even with all those negatives, there are still people out here fighting the good fight, doing interesting, compelling, and inventive things with this tiny format, which is really inspiring. Shorts have their problems, do not get me wrong, but at the end of the day, there are still a lot of great creators out there making it happen, and I think that that's beautiful. And with that, please, dear God, subscribe to the channel and like the video because this took me so insanely long to do.